I guess we'll go ahead and make a little video today, a little driving around and talking about the truck a little bit and put some info out. But yeah, let's get in here, let's get some stuff knocked out, and let's go. Hey YouTube, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today what I'm doing is, got the day off from work, so I'm trying to take the truck around and get some miles on it. I'm about 200 miles on the valve body since I got it installed, and I can say at this point I can see a little bit of a difference, but the third to fourth gear shift is still a little rough. I did get some different trans tuning. They upped the line pressure and everything's working good on that aspect, but I can say all the other gears are a lot smoother. When I'm hammering on it and I'm giving it all the throttle, you can definitely tell that it's more stable. So I'm just out driving around right now in Oklahoma City area, just trying to get some miles on it, letting it warm up. I just really been driving it to and from work as of lately. So I'm just trying to get some highway, higher mileage on it, higher gears, I guess you could say, for a longer extended period of time, just to get the fluid going through the transmission, getting it warmed up, getting it shifting and staying in a high gear. So that's kind of what we're doing right now. And other than that, yeah, I'll catch up with you guys in a second. Alright guys, so we just got back from our test drive. I guess you could say like a little bit of getting some highway mileage on it, right? So now I'm at 200 miles on the valve body since the install, and everything seems to be going pretty good. So I don't have any leaks, I don't have any like weird shifting issues or anything like that. I still have that third to fourth shift, which is kind of a harder shift than the rest of them. But if you're getting on it, you don't really notice it. But if you're just city driving, it clunks in there and then it just keeps going. But switched up the location a little bit, just got the truck washed. She's all nice and pretty. I listed the wheels for sale, so if you guys are out there and you're interested in the wheels and tire setup, they're for sale. American Force Liberty wheel. It's a 22x11, 0 offset. The tires are a 33 13.5 Nitto trail grappler. They're worn. I'm not gonna sit here and say they're perfect, but they're probably got about 30 to 40% life left in them. But yeah, they're for sale. I found something that I'm interested in getting, and hopefully we can make it happen. If it doesn't, it is what it is. I don't really care. I'd like to get the newer wheels, but these wheels are perfect. So I'm not really gonna take anything less than what I want for them. And if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But just a little bit of a walk around of the truck. She's looking pretty good. I don't see any issues or that I can notice. I did find this the other day. I don't know if you guys can see it, if it's going to show up, but there is a pretty good ding right there in the hood. Not sure where that came from, but it's there. We'll get it taken care of. I'll have my guy Ken knock out that paintless dent repair on it. He hooks me up usually pretty well. And last but not least, the Gen Y hitch. I decided to leave it in. I got my buddy today bringing me some more bolt locks like this one up here, and I'm gonna install them down here and here so those don't get messed with. But looking pretty good. So one thing I did want to address was doing a transmission valve body and also doing your gears. Those both work together. So if you do one, it's probably best to, I would say, do the gears first and then do the valve body. That way you get some pressure off of the transmission through the gears. You have that 500-mile break-in that you got to go through, and then do the valve body as well. I'm glad I did it the way I did, and you can tell the truck's a lot happier. So with that being said, it shifts a lot better. There's a lot more low-end power. Yes, there's a little bit of higher RPM, you can tell, with being on the highway, rolling 37s with a higher gear ratio like that. But the truck's happier. It's not bogged down. It's not like it takes forever for the boost to kick in and the lagginess to get out before you're up there in power. It works all together very well. So now that obviously that I got the second gen swap, you can tell the benefits of that with the transmission and the gears all working in sync together to make this truck, I guess, a lot more well-mannered, say on the city roads and on the highway, especially on the highway, you can tell. All right guys, just wanted to show you the wheels real quick. Pretty clean wheels. There's really nothing wrong with them at all. I mean, they're older, they got little water spots on them here and there, but that can be easily cleaned off. So there's one. There's the front driver's side. Not much of a lip, but it's still there. And if you guys look down here, you can see, you know, how far they stick out. Same with over here. Not too bad looking. Lug nuts will come with them. So if you decide to buy them, they're yours. They're a little warm, but they've been used. You know, I'm religious about rotating these things, so. Pretty good looking wheels. Like I said, tires are gonna need to be done soon, so just trying to sell them while I got them. If you guys are interested in these wheels, hit me up in my DMs on my Instagram. I'll put that down here so you guys can see it. But OKC_6.7 is just the same as the YouTube channel. So if you guys are interested, let me know. Guys, we made it back to the house. The rest of the test drive of the truck went very well. Like I said in the video earlier, the valve body is shifting a lot better. Gears are obviously one huge part of that. And the truck is kind of came all together as one. I guess it's all in sync now. So I don't have too much pressure on the transmission from, you know, the tuning and the second gen swap. Now I have a little bit of support in the transmission, so I got up the line pressure. I can have more pressure on those clutches when we go to shifting and driving. And then obviously that going into the gears is a lot more, it's a lot less, I guess you could say, restricted on the transmission and the engine itself. So now we got a pretty good free flowing unit, everything working well, and that's pretty much it. So there's not really much else to do to this truck. There's some things I'm gonna do, obviously. We're gonna continue to add things, continue to do different things, but for the transmission, I think really the only other thing I'm gonna do right now is pretty much do a torque converter. I'm looking at a 17 blade low stall converter from Revmax. That's one of the ones I was looking at. And I'm also looking at a billet input shaft. That's gonna be a little bit down the line. I'm not rushing in to get that right now, but I'm sure those guys will help me out when the time comes. And then maybe we'll start doing some more performance mods. I am looking for a new set of wheels and tires. I have put some feelers out there. That's probably the next big purchase for this truck. My tires are getting worn down pretty well right now, so what I'm trying to do is find a new set of wheels and tires that are, say, slightly used or almost dang near brand new, and to replace what I have. So if I buy new tires, I'm probably just gonna stick with these wheels for a while, because 37, 13.5, 22s are gonna cost me around $2,000 for those Nittos. So I'm trying to offset that now with selling what I have to offset the cost of a different set of wheels and tires. So, well, yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on the gears and the valve body, how it's all working together and how it's doing. It's a completely different animal. Like I said, you know, the way it drives is phenomenal. So I'm pretty happy with it. I have no complaints. And just for my recommendation to you is what I recommend this product to people to buy or install. And my answer is 100% yes. These products are freaking awesome. They all work well together. Huge shout out to Revmax. Those guys hooked it up when it came to get me these parts quick, fast, and in a hurry. And also with explaining everything in a very, how you can say it, very good explanation, not over my head, not talking to me like I was ignorant. So they were awesome with that. So I really appreciate that. The Nitro gears are obviously working a hell of a lot better than I expected. And it's just, they're just flawless. You know, the guys over at 4 Wheel Parts did an awesome job installing them with very little any issues. And after the 500-mile break-in period, I changed that diff fluid, everything looked great. There was no metal chunks or anything like that. So huge shout out to James and the guys over at 4 Wheel Parts. They definitely hooked it up. So I'm gonna wrap it up. Once again, I appreciate you guys watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and click that notification bell. See you guys on the next upload.